Hello, everyone, and welcome. Yes, I think I'm about 5 minutes late to the party. So I hope that you can find me. So as you come in, let me know that you're here. I just want to double check here to make sure that I am live. And because I reused, anyway, I did try something a little bit different on my streaming. So it looks, yes. Okay, perfect. Now, okay, well, hello. This is episode 2 or session 2 of my winter spring 2025 mini catalog and celebration launch kickoff. Boy, there's a lot of words there. And first of all, I am Terry Hartley at Rustic Barn Cards, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, coming to you today from a very cold Iowa. And today is Monday, January the 6th of 2025. So a happy new year. Happy New Year, everyone. And I hope that you are all doing well, and I wish you the best in 2025. I've taken a couple of weeks off. I have been working behind the scenes. I have a lot of things to share and a lot of things planned to be sharing with you in 2025. And the best way that you can stay up to date what is going on is to sign up for my newsletter. And in the description, you'll have the information where you can do that. All right. Well, in session 1, I shared one of my favorite new products coming up in the new mini catalog, and that was the terrific toadstools. So in episode 2, I'm going to be sharing another bundle. The toadstool was a stamp set and punch, and this is a stamp set and dies that coordinate. But I also want to share items, new products from the celebration brochure. If you're new and you do not know what celebration is, it is the best time of the year because Stampin' Up! Will give you free product when you place a $60 order um, from starting tomorrow, January 7th, through the end of February 2025. So, and we have lots to choose from in the celebration. So you get to choose out of the celebration brochure. When you place a $60 order, you can choose a stamp set. There's stamp sets in here. There's paper, um, ribbon, a kit, um, embellishments, lots of things. I cannot open this because the catalogs do not, or they're not available until tomorrow. So, but tomorrow is not only will the mini catalog and the celebration be available, we're also going to have 3 new kits plus a brand new scrapbook brochure. And that's not all. We're also going to have some new online exclusives and starting tomorrow. So there's a lot of things starting tomorrow in the Stampin' Up! World. Now, online exclusive, that just means the item is not in a printed catalog. But if you go to my online store, there's a category that says online exclusives, and you can click on that and see all of the online products. Okay, let me look at my notes to make sure I haven't forgot anything. And let's see. Oh, yes. Okay, well, let me get this up here. Need to click a button. Okay. Okay, well, in session 1, I did talk about my monthly card class. It's an online card class to go. And again, you can, hi Sheila, I'm glad to see you again. Welcome. So I did talk about my online card class, and that's something that's new. I'm also have some other new things coming up for the year. So again, just be part of that my newsletter, and I can keep you updated. And I will be talking about some things. As a matter of fact, I work with 3 other demonstrators. They're my demonstrator friends, and or they're my friends and they just happen to be demonstrators. But we are going to host the next online global retreat in February. So that is going to be coming up. So stay tuned for more information about that because registration is right around the corner. All right. Well, as I mentioned, I'm going to share a new bundle from the new mini catalog. I also have an ordering special, which I'll talk about when I turn the camera down. And but first, I want to remind everyone that I am giving prizes out. So all you need to do to enter is just say hi. Let me know where you're watching from, or just leave a comment. So just leave a comment in whether you're watching this on Facebook or you're watching it on YouTube. And then I will draw from each of the sessions, and I'll do that at my last session, which is tomorrow. I'll be coming on one more time today at 7 p.m. Central with some more new product. All right, let me turn the camera down so we can get started and turn some lights on. Get this so you can see better. We're going to be using a couple blends today for this project. And if you do not, this is the beautiful mini catalog that will start tomorrow. And this is a celebration where you can earn a free item by placing a $60 order starting tomorrow through the end of February. Also, during celebration, which again starts January 7th through the end of February, Stampin' Up! Is having a special. If you'd like to become a member of Stampin' Up!, then it costs $99 plus tax, free shipping for your uh, membership kit, which we call a starter kit. And you can receive there's two options. You can receive a brand new stamp set and two packages of our marker sets, which is an additional $91 to the $99 of product you can choose to put in your kit. Or you can choose to add another $30 of products to your starter kit to become a member. And I would love for you to be part of the Rustic Barn Stampers. Okay, well, today we are going to look at another bundle, and this is called Memorable Blooms. And it says, "You mean the world to me. Thanks so much." Has 3 images. So if you like to color, this would be a stamp set for you because you do either need to use markers or blends or blending brushes. And there's several other ways you could color the items, the images too. You are awesome. Love and thanks. You've been on my mind. I appreciate your thoughtfulness. And then this comes with 3 dies that cut out all 3 of the images. Plus, don't forget to look underneath because we have a beautiful leaf that is a standalone. And then we have a frame. And then we have this gorgeous frame. I'm going to show you a card at the end that is using this. Okay. So this is called Memorable Blooms. And this comes, you can buy just the stamp set, just the dies, or you can save 10% and get that as a bundle. Now I'm going to pair it up with something from the celebration because I want to show you both. I want to show you products from the new catalog as well as celebration. This is a celebration item. This is called Blooms Impressions. And I think it's on page 8 of you have your little brochure. I believe it's on, no, it's not true. It's on page 11. So on page 11 of your celebration. So this is beautiful paper that you can earn free by placing a $60 order. We're going to use this beautiful purple paper today. So the front has flowers, and then the other side is more, well, this one has flowers on the back too, but some of them are just more solid. So here's another. So really beautiful paper. So again, this is free paper with a $60 order that you can choose. And then I want to show you, before we start making our card, I want to show you all the embellishments. I have all of them from the new mini catalog except for one. Okay. And I'm not going to tell you which, like, a lot of times they coordinate with stamp sets and things, and I don't have that information because I'm learning all about the new catalog too. But this is itty bitty bouquet mix. And so this would be perfect for making shaker cards. Isn't that pretty? Now, I want to tell you something that my friend Connie Douglas from Canada pointed out to me. She is a demonstrator at Great Stamping with Connie. In this, if I can pick it up, we have these little lavender kind of beads, and you can definitely use them as embellishments. And we are going to do that today on our card. So we are going to do that. I already have them, I already picked them out, but this is like perfect, shaker card. We make shaker cards. And so that's one of the new embellishments that you'll find in the new mini catalog. I want to make sure that I put that lid on there very well so I don't lose any. And then I show these antique pearls in our session one that we use for the toadstools. Now it comes with, actually, this one goes with the Storybook Moment Suite. Um, but of course, you can mix and match your embellishments. And this is a party dots. And we're going to use these in session three. And then these are sunny day iridescent dots. I like the way they shine. And you can see I've already used some of them. The only one I do not have is, and I will be ordering it, I just don't have it yet, are these little bee trinkets. So, all right. Let's go ahead and I'm going to show you the card that we're going to make today. And then I have another, so we're going to make this card today because I'm using the paper that is a free celebration item. I'm also, this ribbon is also another free celebration item. So this beautiful fresh freesia ribbon is, you can earn, you can receive the whole roll by placing a $60 order. So the ribbon is a free celebration as well as the paper, but we're going to be using memorable blooms for our card. Okay, so let me bring in what we're going to need. Again, my ordering special, which I have going on, or I say now, but you can order now, but you probably want to wait till tomorrow because that is when all the goodies that you can order from the new catalog, the new online exclusives, the scrapbooking brochure. So, okay, so we have some designer series paper. Now I am using stylish shapes. I could have used our this frame, but it was a little bit larger than I wanted. But again, I'm going to show you a card where I've used the frame. So just stick with me. And I love the stylish shapes because you have the squares and the circles and labels. And we are using the third from the largest. So we're using the third from the largest. And then we have a layer and a scrap to stamp on. All right, so basic white, and I always use basic white thick for my card bases. And this is just a traditional 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. So we'll just fold that in half. And then I'm going to lay that aside, and we're going to bring in this basic white, and this is 5.25 by 4. And we're going to have our card open up this way today. So I'm going to go ahead and take that designer series paper and I'm going to adhere that onto our basic white layer. Now this basic white is just the regular basic white, it's not the thick. Now if you're, sometimes haven't used the glue since about 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock today, I guess, or 2 o'clock. So sometimes you have to take the little top off. So we're just going to add some glue. And I'm going to put this a little bit, not quite in the middle. So I'll have a little bit less down here than I will at the top. And once again, I'm just going to make sure this is even over here. And then if it's a little bit too long, I can bring in my snips because I like sometimes cutting it just a little bit longer because I would rather it be longer than shorter. And if it's too short, that doesn't ever look good. I think that's good enough. A little haircut, maybe. There we go. All right, and so now I'm going to take our fresh freesia ribbon, and again, this is from Sale-A-Bration, and I'm going to wrap it around this layer. So I'm just going to put it underneath. I'm going to have some ribbon over here on the left, and I like to leave it on my spool so I don't waste any. And then I am going to go ahead and I'm going to tie a bow. So I'm going to bring it over like this, and I'm going to hold it. This ribbon is very soft. It looks like it's crinkly, like it looks like you need to iron it, but it's supposed to be that way. So I have to laugh because my friends, when I'm retired from, I'm retired, well, I guess I'm still working, but I'm having fun now because I'm teaching people how to make cards. But when I had, before I was retired from my other job, I would iron my clothes before every day, and I guess not many people did that. I don't iron now so much, but yes, I still have an ironing board and an iron. All right, so there we go. Now we can make that a little smaller, a little bit larger. We can always do that later if we want to. So I'm going to lay that aside, and we'll put that on our card base in a little bit. I have the stylish shape, the third from the largest, and I used basic gray to die cut that out. And I don't see that we have a label for our sentiment. So we're going to be cutting that. So let me grab our trimmer. And it's a good thing that I moved my card class. I moved it to another table because that way I can have my tools out. So we're going to cut a strip. It's going to be 3/4. So this is our sentiment strip. And I want it to be by 3 1/4. All right, so that will be our sentiment strip. And we're going to bring in, this is the image that we're going to use. And we're going to start out with our black. And I'm just going to bring it to the image. I do that sometimes. It's just easier if it's a little bit larger image. Hi, Sherry. So you received snow in southeastern Indiana. Well, we were under the watch. My sister, who lives in Missouri, received officially 13 inches of snow. Excuse me. Well, I'm glad we did luck out, but I feel for everyone who has who has snow, or even worse, people that maybe do not have power. Okay, so we're going to be using fresh freesia and light and dark of the blend of the Stampin' Blends, and I'm going to be bringing in our dark and light Lost Lagoon. And I'm going to start with the dark of the fresh freesia, and I am just going to go ahead and go over the lines. These may be leaves, but we're going to make them purple. And then the other smaller leaves, we're going to make them more of a leaf color. So I am just going over the line that Stampin' Up! Has given us, and then I'm going to come back with the light. And I'm using the smaller image or the smaller bullet tip just because the image is a little bit smaller. If it was larger image, I would probably use the other end. That's just kind of how I do it. And we can even do a little bit more shading, but I'll show you how to do that in a second. So how many of you like to color? I know that some people do and some people don't. I'll tell you one thing, you just with these blends, you can't go wrong because they make everyone look like a professional colorer. And then if we wanted to, we could come back with the dark and we could just go ahead and add a little up here for a little shading like that on those two, and then come back with the light. So Sherry, maybe you have been doing some crafting. If you're cleaning off your crafting surface, that tells me that you have been doing some crafting. So we're just going to shade those two a little bit, and then we're going to come back with the light Lost Lagoon. And just go over those, making sure, yeah, making sure I had the light. It looked kind of dark, didn't it? But so I'm just kind of putting dots. You can see how small those are. If you just kind of put a dot and maybe like two dots there, or you can go straight down. You just find what works for you. But sometimes when it's really small, then I'm going to come back with that dark, and we're going to color in some of them with the dark. But this goes fairly fast. But that's one thing to think about when you're looking at new product in the catalog. If you like to color, then that's great. But if you don't like to color, then you probably would not want this set because there is some coloring in it. And then we'll just go ahead and just color a few of those to make them a little bit darker. Okay. See, I needed to clean off that table because that's where I keep my cut and emboss machine, and we're going to do a little, we have to cut this image out. So we're going to grab a die and place it right here. So get it as best I can, and I use little sticky tabs, or you can use washi tape. And some people don't use anything, but I just always feel better if I use something so it doesn't shift on me. And there we have our image. And now I'm going to, well, let's go ahead and finish our stamping before we put our card together because we want to, we're going to use, yes, I do too, Sherry. I enjoy our blends also. I really do like them. You mean the world to me. I don't know if that's, I'm going to check to see if that's straight. I thought I had it on there straight, but just now when I looked at it, let's see. I think it is. Okay, let's go ahead and clean that off and let's grab dark gray or maybe I should say basic gray. So we're going to add basic gray, which is the same color that we used to for the die cut of our stylish shape. Now, if you place an order with me, if you place a $40 order with me using the host code right here, now through midnight on Sunday, January 12th, then you're going to receive all these pieces like I'm doing. They'll be already pre-cut and die cut. And for four cards, one of each, try the other side, one of each of the cards that I'm doing in my 4 sessions. I have one more session for you to join me tonight to come back at 7 p.m. I think that's better. Then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to start at the corner here and go up at an angle. Just something a little bit different like that. And then I'm going to come over here and then I need to make sure, see now I've got confused because I have two sentiments, right? All right. And then I'm going to go like that. There we go. All right, now we're ready to put our card together. So I'm going to bring our card base back. And again, we're going to open it like this. And I'm going to bring this and we're going to add some, we're going to pop this up with dimensionals. I have 2 more cards to show you. I want to make sure that this ribbon is even as I can get it. I feel like it needs to go down just a little bit. When I turned it over so you can see that, it's easier to see over here than it was on the front. So we'll see if we can get that down a little bit. The snag on that. There we go. I don't want it too far down because I don't want my designer series paper to show. So I guess we could just put this up a little bit. That looks better. All right. So we're just going to put one in each corner. So we're adding dimensionals and we're going to pop this up on the front of our card. Put one in the middle. And I'm going to mail this. I'm going to put, so I know we're using 9 dimensionals, but I do like my dimensionals. So we'll take the backings off. We'll turn that over. And once again, I'm going to open up my card like this and try to get this even. It's going to have a little bit of basic white border around it. Just like that. And then I am going to go ahead and I am going to adhere our image. I'm not going to pop up our image. I am going to pop up the stylish circle. So I'm going to kind of turn that a little bit. Then we're going to add some dimensional. And while we have our dimensionals, let's go ahead and add 3 onto our sentiment piece. So the stamp set is Memorable Blooms, and it's dies and a stamp set, and it is in our brand new, coming out tomorrow, Winter Spring mini catalog. And then I'm pairing it with the Designer Series paper that's free from Sale-A-Bration, and also the ribbon that you can get free. So I'm going to pop that. And then we can decide if we want to maybe make our bow just a little bit smaller, because we do not want it to be in the way of our sentiment. I got that even. There we go. All right. Now, I told you that I'm going to be using those embellishments. Um, and I have them. I have one right here. They are kind of tiny, but let's go ahead and I'm just going to add a little glue right there and a little glue right there. And let me take this end off the putty and pick up my gem, and I'm going to put it right on there, just like that. So I'm going to use my putty to pick up the gem, and this is from the bouquet beads, like the shaker ones. Okay. And then let's pick this up, and let's see if I want it over here, want it over here, want it down there maybe. We'll put one right here. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue, and I have my embellishment. If you do not have a take your pick tool, I have no idea how I ever crafted before I had this. I really don't know. I mean, I did, I just don't know, but it's so much easier now. So here is our card. You mean the world to me. And let me show you the other card. But before I do, I wanted to show you, because I'm really trying to show you lots of new product. So on page 35 in your catalog, there is a beautiful suite called Delightful Wishes, or the stamp set is called that. I'm not sure if that's what, but it comes with this beautiful daffodil ribbon. And the second card that I'm going to show you, I used the Memorable Blooms image, but I used the paper that goes with this. But I wanted to go ahead and show you this beautiful set, Delightful Wishes. And wishing you were here, wishing you all the best, wishing you a happy birthday, wishing you lots of love, wishing you well. And as you can see, I have not used this yet, but I do have plans. So, and this is a photopolymer stamp set. So it's all ready to go. I like these because you can see right through them, makes it easier to stamp. And we'll look at the dies. Delightful Wishes. So you have a label. You have, looks like some images. So you can layer these to make that stand out, the wishing more. And then look at these. So you got a lot of extra. You have the for the leaf and the flower, and then you have leaves, and so it is going to be fun to play with. And wait till you see this gorgeous paper. So this is Delightful Wishes. It has two papers. This is called Floral Delight, and I don't have them pulled out, but you can see how gorgeous, bright. This really makes you ready for spring, right? With all these bright colors. Okay, and then it also has this vellum, and this is called Floral and Gingham Vellum. I do too, Sheila. I really like the yellow color. It's just so bright and cheerful. And this is specialty designer series paper, this vellum. And so isn't that pretty? And I'm not sure how many sheets. I think there's two of each, but I'm not sure. And so I don't want to say, but it will be in your catalog on page 35. But that is so pretty. That it's going to be so much fun to work with. So I used this paper here to make the card using the same layout and the same stamp set, Memorable Blooms, and I made this card right here. I did not add any embellishments to it as I did this card, but yeah. So again, the same layout, but using different designer series paper. So the ribbon and the designer series paper from the card we made together is from Sale-A-Bration. You can earn free. You can earn each of those with a $60 order. And then this paper and ribbon is from the new mini catalog that you can purchase. And then I did tell you that I would show you a card using Memorable Blooms. You have two frames, and I told you that I would show you a card using this. So actually, this is a sneak peek of my card club. Um, and and again, I'm going to start my card club in January. And for this card, I used these ombre matte decorative dots, which are in the annual catalog. You get 160 pieces, and they're on page 115, on page 115, and they're item number 15, that you get four colors: Calypso Coral, Coastal Cabana, Night of Navy, and Old Olive. But I use that for this card because I pulled in, this is called Timeless Plaid, and this is brand new paper that's going to be in our mini catalog. And I don't know, but I love plaid. Anytime there's check or gingham or plaid, anything, I'm for that. Okay. So this is on page 25 of your new catalog. It goes with a suite called Storybook Moments. And those antique pearls I showed you in episode 1 also goes along with this suite. Okay, and then this is the card that I made um, using Memorable Blooms. So I use the image we used today, but I used that in Old Olive, and I just stamped and made my own kind of designer series paper over here, made my own pattern on the basic white layer. Then I added a strip of the Timeless Plaid designer series paper, and then I used basic white to cut out the first frame. So I cut this out with basic white, and then I use this with the Old Olive, and then later layer that on top and put Love and Thanks. And then the gems are from those ombre that I showed you. So um, I hope that you like the cards today. I showed two items from the celebration, the paper and the ribbon, Memorable Blooms. That new bundle is going to be in our catalog starting tomorrow, our winter spring mini catalog. And I showed part of the suite with the Wishing Delight. And I also showed the Timeless Plaid from Storybook Moments. So again, I'm trying to show you lots of the new product coming up because I think it's easy. You know, when you see it in the book, it looks nice. But when you see it in person, you just fall in love with it. So again, I am Terry Hartley at Rustic Barn Cards. I'll be back today at 7 p.m. Central with some more new product that I want to share during episode 3 of my mini catalog launch kickoff. So I hope that you'll come back and please share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I appreciate that. Thank you for being here and watching. And I'll see you